Welcome to my channel Pocket Change Coins, because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we are diving into one of the most fascinating coins in American numismatics, the United States of America $quarter coin that commemorates the bicentennial, minted from 1776 to 1976. This coin is not just any quarter, it's a symbol of American history, a masterpiece of minting artistry, and a coveted item for collectors around the world. The 1776 to 1976 $quarter was specially designed to celebrate the 200th anniversary of the Declaration of Independence. Unlike regular quarters, it features a unique reverse design by Jack L. Ahr, depicting a colonial drummer boy alongside a victory torch encircled by 13 stars representing the original colonies. This design captures the spirit of the American Revolution, making it instantly recognizable and highly collectible. What makes this coin truly exciting for collectors is not only its historical significance but also its rarity, and the errors that sometimes occur during minting. While millions of bicentennial quarters were minted in Philadelphia and Denver, certain coins stand out due to minting mistakes, double strikes, and unique die variations. For instance, coins with doubled die obverse or misaligned mint marks can fetch enormous interest at auctions because such errors are extremely rare. Collectors are always on the lookout for proof versions of this coin, especially those with the brilliant, mirror-like finish produced for special sets. Proof coins from the 1976 bicentennial release were struck with extra care and feature sharp details, deep mirrors, and frosted designs that make them practically leap off the table when examined under light. These coins are prized because the perfection of the strike and the clarity of the design make them visually stunning. Another fascinating aspect of the 1776 to 1976 quarter is the special silver-clad versions. Most circulation coins were made of a copper-nickel clad, but the mint also issued 40% silver-proof sets and uncirculated coins, making them even more desirable. The silver versions, with their distinct shine and weight, not only appeal to collectors but also have intrinsic metal value. Coins that have been preserved in pristine condition over the decades are particularly sought after because maintaining a flawless surface for nearly 50 years is no small feat. Beyond the physical beauty, the story of the coin itself adds to its allure. Imagine holding in your hand a piece of history that was minted to celebrate a nation's independence, a coin that has survived generations and remains as a reminder of America's heritage. Collectors often speak of the emotional connection they feel when they examine these quarters, tracing the tiny details of the drummer boy's uniform, the flowing lines of the torch, and the carefully etched stars that represent the birth of a nation. Errors and misprints can dramatically increase the value of this coin. Coins with doubled dies, missing mint marks, or striking anomalies can be worth significantly more than standard issues. Even minor differences in the metal composition or slight off-center strikes can turn an ordinary coin into a rare collector's treasure. Experienced collectors know to inspect the edges, the date, and the intricate design details carefully, as these subtle variations can make all the difference in value. Auctions and private sales have shown that collectors are willing to pay premium prices for exceptional examples of the 1776 to 1976 quarter. The combination of historical significance, aesthetic appeal, and rarity makes this coin a centerpiece in any collection. From casual collectors to seasoned numismatists, everyone admires the bicentennial quarter for its beauty, craftsmanship, and connection to American history. If you are a collector or thinking of starting your collection, it's essential to know what makes a coin valuable. Condition, mint mark, design variations, and silver content all play a crucial role in determining the worth. Coins that remain uncirculated, with no scratches or wear, especially in proof or silver versions, tend to be the most sought after. Even small errors like doubled dies or die cracks can exponentially increase value because they are a tangible record of the minting process and its imperfections. For those who love coins, the 1776 to 1976 $quarter is not just a piece of currency. It's a piece of history, a work of art, and a treasure. Every coin tells a story, and this particular quarter tells the story of America's independence, its resilience, and its growth over 2 centuries. The excitement of finding a rare or error coin in circulation, or acquiring a pristine proof in a collection, is what makes numismatics so thrilling for collectors worldwide. Now, let's talk about what every collector really wants to know: the value. While most circulated quarters from 1976 may only be worth a small premium over face value, rare silver proofs, exceptional uncirculated coins, or those with significant errors can be incredibly valuable. In fact, some of the most remarkable examples of the 1776 to 1976 quarter dollar have been known to sell for $150,000. This coin is more than just a collectible, it's a symbol of history, artistry, and rarity all in one small but powerful piece of metal. Second rare coin, we are diving into the fascinating world of American coins, focusing on a particularly intriguing piece: the United States of America quarter dollar coin from 1967. While it might look like an ordinary quarter at first glance, this coin holds a special place in the hearts of collectors due to its historical significance, subtle rarities, and surprising variations that can make it incredibly valuable. The 1967 quarter dollar was part of the Washington Quarter Series, which had been in circulation since 1932. This coin features the iconic portrait of George Washington on the obverse, designed by John Flanagan, which has become synonymous with American currency. On the reverse, you find the classic eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, a design that symbolizes strength, freedom, and vigilance. At first glance, the 1967 quarter seems straightforward, but collectors know that some coins from this year are far from ordinary. This year did not have a mint mark on the Philadelphia coins, which can sometimes lead to confusion and errors during production. Coins from this era were struck in large numbers, yet certain mistakes during minting created rare varieties that have fascinated collectors for decades. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1967 quarter is the existence of die errors and variations. Coins with doubled dies, misaligned strikes, or even weakly impressed details are highly sought after. For instance, some coins display doubling on the lettering or on George Washington's portrait, creating a unique visual effect that makes each era coin a one-of-a-kind treasure. These small imperfections, though subtle, are what makes some quarters from 1967 exceptionally rare and valuable. Collectors also pay close attention to the coin's condition. Circulation can wear down the sharp details of the eagle and the president's face, but coins preserved in uncirculated condition or as part of proof sets are highly desirable. The proof versions, often struck with mirror-like surfaces and flawless designs, are prized because they capture every minute detail of Flanagan artistry. Holding such a coin is like holding a piece of American history in perfect preservation, another factor that can dramatically increase the value of the 1967 quarter is the presence of errors during the minting process. Off-center strikes, die cracks, and planchet flaws all contribute to a coin's rarity. Collectors actively search for these anomalies because they transform an otherwise common coin into a highly coveted collector's item. Even a small misalignment, or a subtle variation in the design can significantly enhance the coin's worth, creating excitement in auctions and private sales alike. The 1967 quarter is also interesting because of its composition. It is made of 40% silver in special proof and uncirculated sets, while circulation coins were primarily composed of copper-nickel clad. The silver versions are heavier, shinier, and instantly recognizable by experienced collectors. Coins with excellent eye appeal, original luster, and no wear are extremely rare today, which adds to their desirability. For collectors, the thrill of finding a 1967 quarter with unique characteristics is unmatched. Every coin tells a story, from the meticulous striking process at the U.S. Mint to the journey through countless hands over decades. The combination of historical significance, artistry, condition, and errors makes the 1967 quarter a centerpiece in many collections. Auctions have proven that serious collectors are willing to pay significant sums for exceptional examples of this coin. Coins that have been preserved in pristine condition, display unusual errors, or come from rare silver-proof sets have been known to attract high bids. Collectors recognize the rarity and historical importance of this coin, making it not just a piece of currency but a tangible connection to mid-20th century America. Understanding the value of a 1967 quarter involves careful examination. Factors such as mint mark, die variations, striking quality, and preservation all play a crucial role. Coins that show unusual features or have survived in near-perfect condition can sell for remarkable amounts. Experienced collectors know that even subtle differences in the coin's details, such as a slightly off-center eagle or a doubling on Washington's face, can turn a standard coin into a prized collectible. In the world of numismatics, the 1967 quarter dollar represents more than just money. It embodies history, craftsmanship, and the thrill of discovery. From casual enthusiasts to serious collectors, this coin captures attention with its classic design, its subtle variations, and the stories it holds about America's past. The combination of artistry, rarity, and historical significance makes it a coin worth examining closely for anyone passionate about collecting. And now, for the moment every collector dreams about: the value. While most 1967 quarters in circulation might not be worth much more than face value, rare errors, silver proofs, and exceptional uncirculated coins can be astonishingly valuable. In fact, some of the most remarkable and rare examples of the 1967 United States quarter dollar have been known to sell for $200,000. Third expensive coin, we are going to explore a fascinating piece of American numismatics: the United States of America quarter dollar coin from 1980, minted in Philadelphia. This coin may appear ordinary at first glance, but for collectors, it holds an incredible story of rarity, minting errors, and value that makes it a must-have in any serious coin collection. The 1980 quarter dollar belongs to the classic Washington quarter series, which has been striking collectors' interest since 1932. On the obverse, it features the iconic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan, which has become a timeless symbol of American currency. On the reverse, you see the majestic eagle with outstretched wings perched on a bundle of arrows, flanked by olive branches, a symbol of strength, peace, and vigilance. What makes the 1980 quarter particularly intriguing is not just its design but the rarity and errors that some coins from this year exhibit. While millions of quarters were minted in Philadelphia, certain coins show anomalies such as doubled dies, off-center strikes, and misaligned mint marks. These small variations, often invisible to the casual observer, make the coin exceptionally valuable for collectors who know exactly what to look for. Collectors are particularly drawn to quarters that exhibit die doubling, a minting error where the design appears slightly duplicated on the coin. This can occur on George Washington's profile, the lettering, or even on the eagle itself. Coins with these errors are extremely rare because they were not produced intentionally, and only a limited number survive in collectible condition. Owning one of these errors is like owning a piece of history that is entirely unique in the world. Another factor that increases the 1980 quarter's value is its condition. Most quarters from this era were circulated heavily, and can diminish both aesthetic appeal and market value. Coins that have been preserved in pristine uncirculated condition, or as part of proof sets, are highly coveted. Proof coins, with their mirror-like surfaces and frosted designs, highlight every intricate detail of Washington's face and the eagle on the reverse, making them true gems for collectors. Even subtle anomalies, such as slight planchet flaws or die cracks, can turn a regular 1980 quarter into a treasure. Some coins exhibit minor off-center strikes or small imperfections in the metal itself. These errors, though seemingly minor, are extremely rare and can make the coin highly sought after at auctions and by private collectors. The excitement of finding a rare error coin is one of the most thrilling aspects of numismatics. Beyond minting errors, collectors are also interested in silver-clad versions. While the standard 1980 quarter was made from copper-nickel clad, some special editions, proofs, or uncirculated sets contain higher quality metal compositions. These versions not only feel different in weight and texture but also retain their shine and luster much longer. Coins with original mint luster that have never been touched or circulated are considered the crown jewels for collectors. The story behind the coin adds to its allure. Imagine holding a 1980p quarter in your hand that has survived over 40 years while retaining almost every detail of its original minting. Each coin tells a story about the United States in the 1980s, about the artistry of John Flanagan, and about the meticulous care the Philadelphia Mint took in striking every coin. Collectors often feel a deep connection to these coins, appreciating both their historical significance and artistic value. Errors like doubled dies, die cracks, and misaligned strikes are what make the 1980p quarter stand out in the coin world. These imperfections are essentially one of a kind, turning an ordinary coin into a rare collectible. Seasoned collectors know that even minor differences in the edge, the lettering, or the details of Washington's hair can dramatically increase the coin's value. Coins with these unique features are highly sought after by numismatists globally. For collectors looking to understand the value of a 1980p quarter, it's essential to focus on rarity, condition, and errors. Circulated coins may only have minimal premium over face value, but uncirculated coins with rare errors or special striking conditions are worth a small fortune. Serious collectors often spend years searching for these coins to complete their collections, knowing that even a single exceptional coin can become the centerpiece of their numismatic achievements. The thrill of collecting a 1980p quarter is about more than money. It's about history, artistry, and the hunt for the rare and unusual. Each coin represents a tangible link to the past, an example of the craftsmanship of the United States Mint, and a testament to the dedication of collectors who seek perfection. From the double die anomalies to the pristine proof coins, there's something magical about this coin that captivates collectors around the world. And now, for the ultimate collector's question, the value. While many 1980p quarters in circulation might be common, the rarest examples, especially those with unique errors or exceptional uncirculated quality, can fetch extraordinary amounts. In fact, some of the most remarkable 1980p quarter dollars have been known to sell for $91,000. Specially, we are exploring one of the most intriguing pieces of American numismatics, the United States of America quarter dollar coin from 1970. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary Washington quarter, but for collectors, it holds a world of fascination due to its history, rarity, and the unexpected errors that can make it highly valuable. The 1970 quarter dollar features the familiar obverse design by John Flanagan, with George Washington's profile serving as an enduring symbol of American heritage. On the reverse, the majestic eagle with spread wings perches on a bundle of arrows, accompanied by olive branches to symbolize peace and strength. This classic design has remained largely unchanged for decades, but it is the nuances of the 1970 minting that make certain coins stand out among collectors. One of the most captivating aspects of the 1970 quarter is the variety of minting errors that occasionally appear. Coins with doubled dies, off-center strikes, or misaligned mint marks are highly prized. Even slight imperfections on the eagle or subtle doubling on the lettering can transform an otherwise common coin into a rare collector's treasure. These errors occurred unintentionally during the minting process, making each error coin unique and highly sought after by numismatists. Collectors are particularly fascinated by the doubled die varieties of the 1970 quarter. A doubled die occurs when the die itself strikes the coin twice in slightly different positions, creating a shadow or duplicate effect on the design. This phenomenon can appear on George Washington's profile, the inscriptions, or even the eagle on the reverse. Such coins are extremely rare and are considered the crown jewels for collectors who appreciate subtle but significant differences in design. Another key factor that impacts the value of the 1970 quarter is its condition. Circulated coins often show wear, scratches, and faded details, which can reduce their appeal and market value. On the other hand, uncirculated coins, or those preserved in proof sets, are highly coveted because they retain every sharp detail of the original strike. Proof coins, with their mirror-like surfaces and frosted designs, showcase the artistry of the mint and make even seasoned collectors pause in admiration. Some 1970 quarters also display minor die cracks or planchet imperfections. These small anomalies may seem insignificant, but for collectors, they are proof of the coin's unique journey through the minting process. Coins with such rare characteristics often fetch a premium at auctions because they are scarce and tell a story about the minting methods and challenges of the era. The thrill of finding one of these coins in pristine condition adds to the excitement and value of collecting. While the standard 1970 quarter was struck in copper nickel clad for circulation, there are also silver-proof versions that were included in special sets. These silver coins are heavier, retain their luster, and are visually striking, making them extremely desirable for collectors. Coins that have been kept in perfect condition over the decades, with original mint luster intact, are exceptionally rare and can become the centerpiece of any collection. The 1970 quarter also attracts collectors because of the historical context it represents. This coin was minted during a dynamic period in American history, capturing the spirit of a nation moving through the post-1960s era. Each coin that survives today connects collectors to that moment in time, allowing them to appreciate both its historical significance and its role as a piece of art produced by the U.S. Mint. Errors like doubled dies, off-center strikes, and die cracks make the 1970 quarter an even more compelling collectible. These small imperfections, while rare, can exponentially increase the coin's value. Even subtle differences in the edge, inscriptions, or the details of the eagle can turn a standard coin into a prized piece for collectors. Those who understand these nuances know the excitement of discovering a rare 1970 quarter that stands apart from the millions of others minted that year. Collectors also consider market trends and auction history when determining the coin's value. While many circulated 1970 quarters may hold only a modest premium over face value, rare era coins, silver proofs, and uncirculated examples can command remarkable sums. Serious collectors often spend years hunting for the perfect specimen to complete or enhance their collections, fully aware that a single exceptional coin can be worth a fortune. In the world of numismatics, the 1970 quarter dollar is more than currency. It is history, art, and the thrill of discovery all in one small but meaningful coin. Every detail tells a story, from Washington's determined gaze to the eagle's powerful stance. The excitement of spotting subtle minting errors, preserving uncirculated coins, or acquiring rare proofs makes this quarter a standout piece for collectors of all levels. Now, let's discuss the ultimate collector's question, the value. While most 1970 quarters may circulate with little more than face value, rare examples with exceptional condition, errors, or special striking can reach astonishing prices. Some of the most remarkable 1970 quarter dollars have been known to sell for $130,000. Next coin, we are diving deep into the fascinating world of American coins, focusing on the United States of America quarter dollar coin from 1993, minted in Philadelphia. At first glance, it may seem like a standard Washington quarter, but for collectors, this coin holds a wealth of surprises, from rare errors to remarkable conditions that make it highly desirable and valuable. The 1993 quarter dollar continues the iconic Washington quarter series, featuring the classic John Flanagan obverse with George Washington's profile. On the reverse, you see the bald eagle with wings outstretched, perched on a bundle of arrows, symbolizing strength and vigilance, flanked by olive branches representing peace. While the design appears familiar, collectors know that subtle details and minting variations make certain coins from this year truly exceptional. What makes the 1993 quarter particularly interesting is the presence of rare minting errors that sometimes occur during production. Coins with doubled dies, die cracks, or off-center strikes are highly sought after. These mistakes were unintentional, making each era coin unique and turning what seems like a regular quarter into a valuable collector's treasure. The excitement of finding one of these anomalies adds a layer of thrill to coin collecting that is hard to match. Doubled die errors are particularly fascinating for collectors of the 1993 quarter. This occurs when the die strikes the coin twice in slightly different positions, creating a shadow or duplicate effect on the design. The doubling can appear on George Washington's face, the lettering, or even on the eagle's feathers. Coins with these rare characteristics are extremely limited, making them some of the most sought-after items for numismatists around the world. Condition plays a critical role in the value of the 1993 quarter. Circulated coins often show signs of wear, scratches, and fading that reduce both their aesthetic appeal and market value. On the other hand, uncirculated coins and proof versions are highly coveted. Proof coins, with their mirror-like surfaces and sharply defined designs, allow collectors to see every intricate detail of Washington's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the lettering. The preservation of these coins can make all the difference in their rarity and worth. Another fascinating aspect of this coin is the presence of die cracks and planchet anomalies. Even small imperfections can dramatically increase a coin's value. Coins with off-center strikes, minor flan flaws, or subtle metal inconsistencies are particularly prized by collectors. These anomalies are tangible evidence of the minting process and give collectors a unique story behind each coin, making them feel like they own a one-of-a-kind piece of history. The 1993 P quarter is also interesting because of its place in the timeline of American coinage. This was a period when the U.S. Mint had perfected modern minting techniques, yet human and mechanical errors still occasionally occurred. This combination of precision and imperfection makes the coin a fascinating collectible, as it represents both the artistry and the unpredictability of coin production. Coins from this era, preserved in exceptional condition, are increasingly rare today, adding to their appeal. Collectors are drawn to this coin not just for errors but also for its historical and aesthetic significance. Holding a 1993 P quarter in excellent condition is like holding a piece of modern American history in your hand. Every detail, from the eagle's feathers to the clarity of Washington's profile, tells a story of craftsmanship, care, and the legacy of the United States Mint. Coins like this bridge the past and the present, connecting collectors to decades of history in a tangible way. Market demand for rare or exceptional 1993 P quarters has grown significantly in recent years. Coins with unusual features, pristine surfaces, or proof quality strikes attract collectors willing to pay premium prices. Even subtle variations, like minor doubling or tiny die cracks, can make a huge difference in value. This coin demonstrates perfectly how rarity, condition, and historical interest combine to create a collector's dream. For those new to coin collecting, understanding the value of a 1993 P quarter requires careful inspection. Factors like minting errors, condition, and provenance are key. Coins that are uncirculated, free from scratches or wear, and exhibit unique minting characteristics are considered the most valuable. Collectors know that acquiring one of these rare coins is a chance to own a piece of history that may only come once in a lifetime. The 1993 P quarter is more than just money. It is a symbol of history, artistry, and the excitement of discovering rare and unusual coins. Each coin tells a story about the people, the minting process, and the era in which it was produced. For collectors, the thrill of finding a rare error, preserving a flawless coin, or adding a unique piece to a collection is what makes this coin so captivating and rewarding. And now, let's talk about the value. While most 1993 P quarters in circulation might not be worth much beyond their face value, rare error coins and exceptional examples in uncirculated condition are highly prized. Some of the most remarkable and well-preserved 1993 P quarter dollars have been known to sell for $46,000. Last unique coin, we are diving into the fascinating world of American coins, focusing on the United States of America quarter dollar from 1965. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary Washington quarter, but for collectors, this coin holds incredible significance due to its history, rarity, and the subtle errors that make it highly valuable and sought after. The 1965 quarter dollar marked a turning point in American coinage. This was the first year the United States Mint shifted from the 90% silver composition used in earlier quarters to a copper-nickel-clad composition. While this change was necessary due to rising silver prices, it makes certain 1965 quarters unusual and interesting to collectors. The obverse features the classic portrait of George Washington by John Flanagan, a timeless symbol of American history, while the reverse showcases the bald eagle perched on a bundle of arrows with olive branches, representing peace and strength. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1965 quarter is the rarity of certain minting errors. During this transition to clad coins, a few unique errors occurred, such as off-center strikes, die cracks, and slight doubling of the design. Coins with these variations are extremely rare, and collectors prize them for their uniqueness and historical significance. The excitement of discovering a 1965 quarter with these anomalies makes the coin a thrilling find for numismatists. Double die varieties are particularly fascinating for collectors of the 1965 quarter. A double die occurs when the coin is struck twice from a misaligned die, creating a shadow or duplicate effect on the design. This doubling can appear on George Washington's face, the lettering, or the eagle's feathers. Because these errors are unintentional and rare, they can transform a seemingly ordinary coin into a highly valuable collector's piece. Condition plays a crucial role in determining the value of the 1965 quarter. Circulated coins often show wear, scratches, and fading, which can reduce both their aesthetic appeal and market value. Uncirculated coins and those preserved in proof sets, however, are highly prized. Proof coins, with their mirror-like surfaces and sharply defined designs, allow collectors to appreciate every minute detail of Washington's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the inscriptions. Coins that maintain their original luster after nearly 6 decades are particularly rare and valuable. Some 1965 quarters also display interesting planchet errors or die cracks. These imperfections may seem minor, but for collectors, they are proof of the coin's journey through the minting process. Coins with slight off-center strikes, minor flan flaws, or subtle metal inconsistencies are highly sought after and can command significant premiums. Each coin with such a characteristic tells a unique story and becomes a tangible piece of American history. The 1965 quarter is also fascinating because it represents a historical shift in U.S. coinage. Moving from silver to clad composition was a major change, and coins from this era show the craftsmanship and technical adjustments made by the United States Mint. Collectors are captivated by coins that survived this transitional period in near-perfect condition because they are increasingly rare today. These coins connect collectors to a key moment in American numismatic history. Collectors are drawn to the 1965 quarter not just for its errors but also for its overall historical and aesthetic value. Holding a well-preserved 1965 quarter is like holding a piece of mid-20th century America in your hand. Every detail, from Washington's stoic gaze to the intricate feathers of the eagle, tells a story about the artistry of the mint and the era in which the coin was produced. Coins like this bridge the past and the present, giving collectors a tangible connection to history. Market demand for rare 1965 quarters has grown steadily over the years. Coins that exhibit unusual features, perfect uncirculated surfaces, or subtle minting errors are highly sought after by collectors worldwide. Even small differences in the edge, the lettering, or the fine details of the design can make a huge difference in value. The combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance makes this coin a true collector's treasure. Understanding the value of a 1965 quarter requires careful examination of its condition, composition, and any potential errors. While most circulated quarters from 1965 hold only minimal premium over face value, exceptional uncirculated examples, coins with unique errors, or particularly rare variations can fetch astonishing amounts. Serious collectors recognize that acquiring one of these coins is not just an investment, it is an opportunity to own a piece of history that may never appear again in the same condition. The 1965 quarter dollar is more than currency. It is a work of art, a historical artifact, and a collector's dream. Each coin tells a story about the transition in American coinage, the technical expertise of the mint, and the culture of the United States in the mid-20th century. Collectors cherish these coins for the thrill of discovery, the beauty of their designs, and the rare opportunities they represent in the numismatic world. And now, let's reveal the ultimate collector's fact: the value. While many 1965 quarters are common, the rarest examples with exceptional condition, unique errors, or flawless surfaces can sell for an astounding $200,000.